Question 1. A project team is nearing the completion of a key deliverable when new, previously undocumented requirements emerge from a critical stakeholder. The project manager identifies that incorporating these requirements will significantly impact the schedule and budget. From the perspective of the delivery performance domain, what is the project manager's primary responsibility in this situation? A. Expedite the current work to absorb the new requirements without extending the timeline. B. Formally document the new requirements and follow the change control process to assess their impact and obtain approval. C. Immediately integrate the new requirements to ensure stakeholder satisfaction, despite potential overruns. D. Decline the new requirements, as they were not part of the initial scope baseline. Answer: B. Formally document the new requirements and follow the change control process to assess their impact and obtain approval. Explanation: The project manager's primary responsibility in the delivery performance domain is to ensure the project delivers the intended value and outcomes, which includes managing changes to the scope effectively. New, undocumented requirements represent a change request that must be formally documented and processed through the change control system to assess their impact on scope, schedule, budget, and quality. This process ensures that decisions about incorporating changes are made with full awareness of their consequences, maintaining control over the project's ability to deliver value while adhering to established baselines. Think of it like a gatekeeper for changes, ensuring only approved and well-understood modifications get integrated into the project's delivery path. Question 2. An Agile team is continuously delivering increments of a product. During a sprint review, stakeholders express concern that while the current increment is functional, it does not fully align with their evolving understanding of the desired user experience. Which action best aligns with the delivery performance domain in an Agile context? A. Complete the remaining planned features for the current release before addressing the feedback. B. Document the feedback and schedule a separate meeting for requirements gathering for a future release. C. Incorporate the feedback into the product backlog, prioritize it, and integrate it into upcoming iterations. D. Stop the current sprint immediately to replan the entire product based on the new insights. Answer: C. Incorporate the feedback into the product backlog, prioritize it, and integrate it into upcoming iterations. Explanation: In an Agile environment, the delivery performance domain emphasizes iterative delivery and continuous feedback loops to ensure the product genuinely meets stakeholder needs and delivers value. Stakeholder feedback received during a sprint review is crucial input for future iterations, reflecting the evolving understanding of requirements. By incorporating this feedback into the product backlog and prioritizing it, the team ensures that subsequent increments will better align with stakeholder expectations, demonstrating adaptive planning and continuous value delivery. This approach helps the team steer the product development in the right direction, ensuring what gets delivered is truly valuable. Question 3. During project execution, the project manager observes that completed deliverables consistently require significant rework due to quality issues identified during inspection. This negatively impacts the delivery schedule and cost. Which strategy should the project manager prioritize to improve delivery performance? A. Request additional budget and time to accommodate the rework. B. Implement stricter penalties for team members responsible for defects. C. Initiate a process analysis to identify root causes of quality issues and implement corrective actions. D. Shift the focus to delivering features faster, even if some quality issues persist. Answer: C. Initiate a process analysis to identify root causes of quality issues and implement corrective actions. Explanation: The delivery performance domain is fundamentally concerned with producing high-quality deliverables that meet specifications and stakeholder expectations efficiently. Persistent rework due to quality issues indicates a systemic problem within the delivery process itself, rather than isolated errors. Initiating a process analysis, such as a root cause analysis, allows the team to understand why defects are occurring, leading to the implementation of corrective actions that improve the quality of outputs from the start, thereby reducing rework and improving overall delivery efficiency. Addressing the root cause prevents recurrence, leading to smoother and more effective future deliveries. Question 4. A project team is struggling with frequent changes to requirements even after development has begun, leading to significant scope creep and delayed deliveries. What is the most effective approach within the delivery performance domain to mitigate this issue? A. Implement a more rigid change control process requiring multiple levels of approval for any change. B. Revisit the requirements gathering process to ensure comprehensive stakeholder engagement and clear definition upfront. C. Assign more developers to the project to absorb the impact of changes more quickly. D. Defer all new requirements until the current phase is complete to maintain focus. Answer: B. Revisit the requirements gathering process to ensure comprehensive stakeholder engagement and clear definition upfront. Explanation: the delivery performance domain stresses the importance of clearly defined and stable requirements to ensure efficient and effective delivery of value. Frequent changes during development often stem from an incomplete or unclear initial understanding of requirements. By revisiting and improving the requirements gathering process, including comprehensive stakeholder engagement and detailed definition, the project can establish a more stable scope baseline. This proactive approach minimizes mid-development changes, reduces rework, and enables the team to deliver within predicted timelines and budgets, ensuring the right product is built efficiently. Question 5. A project is using a hybrid approach, with some components developed iteratively and others through a predictive lifecycle. The project manager needs to ensure that all completed components integrate seamlessly to form the final product. What is a key focus for the project manager in the delivery performance domain regarding this integration? A. Ensuring all components are developed using the same project management methodology. B. Relying on informal communication channels to manage component dependencies. C. Implementing a robust integration strategy, including frequent testing and defined interfaces. D. Delaying integration until all components are fully developed to minimize early errors. Answer: C. Implementing a robust integration strategy, including frequent testing and defined interfaces. Explanation: in the delivery performance domain, especially with hybrid approaches, successful integration of diverse components is critical to delivering the complete and desired product. A robust integration strategy involves defining clear interfaces between components, planning for frequent integration points, and conducting thorough integration testing throughout the development lifecycle. This proactive approach helps identify and resolve compatibility issues early, ensuring that the disparate parts come together effectively to form a cohesive and functional final deliverable. Neglecting integration until the end often leads to significant, costly, and time-consuming problems. Question 6. A project is behind schedule due to unexpected technical challenges. The project manager needs to decide on the best course of action to bring the project back on track while still delivering value. Which of the following is the most appropriate action in the delivery performance domain? A. Request an immediate increase in budget to hire more resources and expedite the work. B. Renegotiate the scope with the client to remove less critical features, maintaining the original deadline. C. Extend the project deadline without informing stakeholders, hoping to catch up. D. Instruct the team to work overtime until the schedule variance is recovered. Answer: B. Renegotiate the scope with the client to remove less critical features, maintaining the original deadline. Explanation: when a project faces delays, the delivery performance domain emphasizes achieving the project objectives and delivering value, often requiring adjustments to maintain project viability. Renegotiating scope to remove less critical features, in consultation with the client, is a strategic approach to get back on track. This allows the team to focus on delivering the most valuable components within the original timeframe, ensuring that key deliverables are met while managing stakeholder expectations. This approach prioritizes delivering core value and maintaining schedule integrity over blind adherence to the initial, potentially unachievable, full scope. Question 7. A project team has delivered a component, but subsequent user acceptance testing, UAT, reveals several critical issues that make the component unusable. From the delivery performance domain perspective, what is the immediate priority for the project manager? A. Conduct a lessons learned session to understand why the issues occurred. B. Escalate the issue to senior management for a decision on project cancellation. C. Work with the team to prioritize and fix the critical issues to make the component usable. D. Inform the stakeholders that the component is complete and ready for deployment despite the UAT findings. Answer: C. Work with the team to prioritize and fix the critical issues to make the component usable. Explanation: the delivery performance domain is centered on ensuring that deliverables are fit for purpose and meet quality expectations. When UAT identifies critical issues rendering a component unusable, the immediate priority is to resolve these issues to ensure the deliverable can provide the intended value. This involves collaborating with the team to prioritize the necessary fixes, allocate resources, and retest, thereby ensuring the component meets quality standards and can be successfully deployed or integrated. The goal is to correct course quickly to get the deliverable back on track for successful delivery. Question 8. In an Agile project, a team identifies that the velocity is consistently lower than predicted, impacting their ability to deliver planned features by the end of an iteration. What is the most appropriate action for the project manager or Scrum Master to take regarding delivery performance? A. Demand that the team commit to working extra hours to meet the original velocity. B. Adjust future sprint planning based on the actual, lower velocity to set realistic expectations. C. Escalate the issue to stakeholders, requesting a reduction in product scope for the entire project. D. Implement a no estimation policy to avoid future velocity predictions. Answer: B. Adjust future sprint planning based on the actual, lower velocity to set realistic expectations. Explanation: the delivery performance domain in Agile emphasizes realistic planning and continuous improvement based on actual performance. If a team's velocity is consistently lower than predicted, it indicates that the initial estimates for future iterations were overly optimistic. The most appropriate action is to use the actual, observed velocity as a more accurate basis for planning future sprints, ensuring that the team commits to a realistic amount of work. This transparency and adaptation improve predictability and stakeholder confidence, facilitating consistent value delivery. It's about calibrating expectations to reality for more reliable delivery. Question 9. A project involves developing a new software system. During testing, it is discovered that the system, while functional, has a slow response time that will negatively impact user adoption. What is the most important action from the delivery performance domain perspective? A. Release the system as is, and address the performance issues in a later version. B. Add the performance issue to the project's risk register and monitor it. C. Prioritize efforts to optimize system performance to meet usability expectations before release. D. Inform users that the system may be slow, but it meets all functional requirements. Answer: C. Prioritize efforts to optimize system performance to meet usability expectations before release. Explanation: the delivery performance domain includes ensuring that deliverables not only meet functional requirements but also non-functional requirements such as performance, which directly impact user adoption and value realization. If a slow response time will negatively impact user adoption, it means the system, despite being functional, is not truly fit for purpose or delivering the expected value. Therefore, prioritizing optimization efforts to meet usability expectations before release is crucial to ensure the deliverable is truly successful and achieves its intended benefits. Delivering a product that users won't adopt undermines the entire project's purpose. Question 10. A large, complex project using a predictive approach has just completed a major phase. The project manager needs to confirm that all deliverables for this phase meet the agreed-upon standards and are accepted by the relevant stakeholders before moving to the next phase. What is the most appropriate process to ensure this within the delivery performance domain? A. Conduct a general team meeting to gather informal acceptance. B. Proceed to the next phase, assuming no issues are reported. C. Perform validate scope process, including formal inspection and documented stakeholder acceptance. D. Store the deliverables in the project repository and mark them as complete. Answer: C. Perform validate scope process, including formal inspection and documented stakeholder acceptance. Explanation: in a predictive project, the delivery performance domain emphasizes formal verification and acceptance of deliverables to ensure they meet requirements and are ready for the next stage or final handover. The validate scope process involves formally inspecting deliverables to ensure they meet quality requirements and obtaining documented acceptance from relevant stakeholders. This process is crucial for preventing scope creep, ensuring quality, and formally closing out phases or the project, confirming that what was delivered aligns with what was expected and agreed upon. It provides a formal checkpoint for value realization. Question 11. During the execution of an Agile project, the team receives feedback that a critical feature developed in the previous sprint is not performing as expected, leading to user dissatisfaction. What is the immediate concern from the delivery performance domain? A. Documenting the issue for a lessons learned session after the project completion. B. Assessing the impact on current sprint work and prioritizing a fix for the critical feature. C. Blaming the product owner for incorrect requirements. D. Creating a new risk entry for future similar issues. Answer: B. Assessing the impact on current sprint work and prioritizing a fix for the critical feature. Explanation: the delivery performance domain in Agile emphasizes continuous delivery of value and rapid adaptation to feedback. When a critical feature is underperforming and causing user dissatisfaction, the immediate concern is to address this issue to ensure the delivered increment provides the intended value. This involves assessing how the fix impacts the current sprint's work, then prioritizing and integrating the fix into the immediate or next iteration. Promptly resolving critical issues demonstrates a commitment to delivering high-quality, usable products and maintaining stakeholder trust. Question 12. A project manager is overseeing a project with strict regulatory compliance requirements. During the testing phase, potential non-compliance issues are identified in a critical deliverable. What is the project manager's most critical action regarding delivery performance? A. Delay release indefinitely until all regulatory bodies approve the deliverable. B. Proceed with the release, noting the non-compliance issues for future remediation. C. Immediately stop work on the deliverable, escalate the findings, and devise a plan to achieve full compliance. D. Focus on meeting the schedule, as compliance is an external issue. Answer: C. Immediately stop work on the deliverable, escalate the findings, and devise a plan to achieve full compliance. Explanation: for the delivery performance domain, especially in regulated environments, delivering a compliant product is paramount. Non-compliance can lead to severe legal, financial, and reputational consequences, rendering the deliverable worthless or even harmful. Therefore, identifying potential non-compliance issues requires immediate action, stopping work to prevent further non-compliant development, escalating the findings to relevant stakeholders, and developing a clear plan to achieve full compliance before any further delivery. This ensures the project ultimately delivers a product that is legally viable and safe for use. Question 13. A project team is developing a new mobile application. During a demonstration of a completed feature, a key stakeholder suggests an improvement that would significantly enhance the user experience but requires a minor architectural adjustment. In the context of the delivery performance domain, how should the project manager or product owner approach this? A. Decline the suggestion, as the feature is already completed according to the initial specifications. B. Add the suggestion to a wish list for a future version, without committing to it. C. Evaluate the suggestion for its value, estimated effort, and potential impact on current iteration/delivery plans. D. Implement the change immediately to satisfy the stakeholder, regardless of other commitments. Answer: C. Evaluate the suggestion for its value, estimated effort, and potential impact on current iteration/delivery plans. Explanation: in the delivery performance domain, especially in adaptive environments, incorporating feedback that enhances value is crucial. When a key stakeholder suggests an improvement, even if it requires a minor adjustment, the appropriate action is to evaluate its potential value against the estimated effort and impact on the current delivery plan. This allows for an informed decision on whether to prioritize and integrate the change, ensuring that delivered features are continually optimized for maximum value and user satisfaction. It's about balancing flexibility with maintaining delivery momentum. Question 14. A project manager discovers that a crucial vendor, responsible for delivering a key component, is consistently missing deadlines, jeopardizing the project's overall delivery timeline. What is the most effective approach in the delivery performance domain? A. Absorb the delays and adjust the project schedule accordingly. B. Replace the vendor immediately with a new one, regardless of cost. C. Engage the vendor to understand the root causes of delays and collaborate on a corrective action plan. D. Report the vendor to procurement and remove their future contracts. Answer: C. Engage the vendor to understand the root causes of delays and collaborate on a corrective action plan. Explanation: in the delivery performance domain, ensuring timely delivery of components from external parties is critical for the overall project schedule. When a vendor consistently misses deadlines, the most effective approach is to proactively engage with them to understand the underlying reasons for the delays. This collaborative effort aims to identify root causes and develop a mutually agreed-upon corrective action plan to bring their deliveries back on track. This approach focuses on resolution and maintaining the project's delivery flow rather than immediately resorting to punitive or drastic measures. Question 15. A project is delivering a series of complex software modules. The team frequently faces issues with dependencies between modules, leading to integration challenges and delays in releasing completed functionality. What action best improves delivery performance in this scenario? A. Assign individual team members to work in isolation on their modules to avoid dependency issues. B. Implement more frequent and disciplined integration testing, along with clear interface definitions. C. Purchase a new software tool that promises to automatically resolve all integration problems. D. Reduce the scope of each module to simplify development, ignoring their interconnectedness. Answer: B. Implement more frequent and disciplined integration testing, along with clear interface definitions. Explanation: the delivery performance domain emphasizes successful integration of components to deliver functional value. When facing frequent dependency and integration challenges, the most effective approach is to proactively manage these interfaces. Implementing more frequent and disciplined integration testing, along with clearly defined interfaces, APIs, data formats, etc., allows the team to identify and resolve compatibility issues early and often. This strategy reduces the risk of major integration failures late in the project, ensuring smoother and more predictable delivery of complex functionalities. Question 16. A project manager is reviewing the current state of a construction project. They notice that while individual tasks are being completed on time, there are significant delays in getting necessary approvals and inspections, causing bottlenecks in the overall delivery flow. Which action best addresses this within the delivery performance domain? A. Accelerate the construction tasks further to build up a buffer. B. Inform the team that they need to work faster to compensate for approval delays. C. Map out the approval and inspection processes to identify bottlenecks and work with stakeholders to streamline them. D. Ignore the approval delays, as they are outside the direct control of the project team. Answer: C. Map out the approval and inspection processes to identify bottlenecks and work with stakeholders to streamline them. Explanation: the delivery performance domain focuses on the end-to-end flow of work to deliver value, which includes external dependencies like approvals and inspections. Significant delays in these areas are bottlenecks that directly impede overall delivery. The most effective approach is to analyze these processes, identify the specific points of delay, and proactively collaborate with the relevant stakeholders to streamline them. This direct intervention on critical path dependencies helps unblock the flow of work, ensuring smoother and more efficient delivery of the project. Question 17. A team is preparing for a new release of a product. During the final quality assurance checks, a significant number of minor defects are discovered, which, while not critical, could degrade the user experience. The release date is firm. What is the project manager's best course of action regarding delivery performance? A. Delay the release until all minor defects are fixed, regardless of the firm release date. B. Release the product as scheduled and address the minor defects in the next patch or update. C. Prioritize and fix the most impactful minor defects before release, documenting the rest for a quick follow-up. D. Inform users that the product has known minor issues and they should expect imperfections. Answer: C. Prioritize and fix the most impactful minor defects before release, documenting the rest for a quick follow-up. Explanation: in the delivery performance domain, balancing quality with schedule constraints is often necessary. When facing a firm release date with minor but numerous defects, the best approach is to prioritize. Identify the minor defects that will have the most significant negative impact on user experience or product stability and focus on fixing those before the release. The remaining less impactful defects can be documented and scheduled for a rapid follow-up patch or future release. This ensures that the product delivered at the firm date is of acceptable quality, delivering value without undue delay. Question 18. An Agile team is working on a complex feature. They are nearing the end of the sprint, but a critical technical dependency outside their control is preventing the completion of the feature. What should be the product owner's primary focus in the delivery performance domain? A. Extend the sprint duration to allow the team to complete the feature once the dependency is resolved. B. Remove the dependent feature from the current sprint and reprioritize other backlog items for completion. C. Escalate the issue to senior management to force the external team to resolve the dependency immediately. D. Instruct the team to proceed with the feature, even if the dependency is not resolved. Answer: B. Remove the dependent feature from the current sprint and reprioritize other backlog items for completion. Explanation: in Agile delivery, the goal is to consistently deliver working increments at the end of each sprint. If a critical external dependency prevents a feature from being completed within the current sprint, forcing its completion is counterproductive and might lead to technical debt or incomplete work. The most appropriate action is to remove the dependent feature from the current sprint and pull in other ready-to-deliver backlog items that the team can complete. This ensures that the team still delivers valuable, shippable increments, maintaining velocity and predictable delivery flow despite the external bottleneck. Question 19. A project has been experiencing consistent cost overruns during the delivery phase. The project manager needs to identify the root causes to improve cost performance. Which of the following is the most relevant area to investigate within the delivery performance domain? A. Inaccurate initial estimates for labor and materials. B. Frequent scope changes without corresponding budget adjustments. C. Insufficient market research for the product being delivered. D. Lack of stakeholder engagement in the project initiation phase. Answer: B. Frequent scope changes without corresponding budget adjustments. Explanation: the delivery performance domain is directly concerned with the efficient use of resources to produce deliverables. Frequent scope changes, particularly when not accompanied by corresponding adjustments to the budget, are a common cause of cost overruns during the delivery phase. Each change often requires additional work, resources, or rework, which directly translates to increased costs. Investigating the management of these changes is crucial for understanding and controlling cost performance, ensuring that the project delivers value within the planned financial constraints. Question 20. A project manager is overseeing a product launch. A key deliverable, the marketing campaign, is complete and approved. However, the project manager learns that the sales team is not fully trained on the new product's features, potentially hindering successful market adoption. What should the project manager prioritize from a delivery performance perspective? A. Proceed with the launch, as the marketing campaign is ready. B. Delay the launch until the sales team is fully trained and confident. C. Identify critical product knowledge gaps and arrange urgent, targeted training sessions for the sales team. D. Delegate the sales training responsibility entirely to the sales manager. Answer: C. Identify critical product knowledge gaps and arrange urgent, targeted training sessions for the sales team. Explanation: the delivery performance domain extends beyond just producing deliverables. It encompasses ensuring that the delivered product achieves its intended outcome and value. A successful product launch depends not only on the product and marketing but also on the readiness of the sales channels. If the sales team is untrained, the product's market adoption and value realization will be compromised. Therefore, prioritizing urgent and targeted training ensures that a key enabler of successful delivery is in place, maximizing the chances that the delivered product yields its expected benefits. Question 21. The project team has successfully completed and delivered a new internal software tool. After a few weeks of use, feedback from users indicates that while the tool is functional, it lacks a critical reporting feature that would significantly increase its utility and adoption. What should the project manager or product owner do next, from a delivery performance perspective? A. Consider the project closed, as the initial scope was met. B. Initiate a new project to develop the requested reporting feature. C. Add the reporting feature to the product backlog and prioritize it for a future enhancement release. D. Inform users that their feedback is outside the original project's scope. Answer: C. Add the reporting feature to the product backlog and prioritize it for a future enhancement release. Explanation: the delivery performance domain is not just about completing initial scope, but about delivering continuous value and ensuring the product achieves its intended purpose and maximizes utility. Post-delivery feedback revealing a critical missing feature indicates an opportunity to enhance the product's value. In an ongoing product context, the most appropriate action is to capture this feedback in the product backlog and prioritize it for a future enhancement release, demonstrating a commitment to continuous improvement and long-term value delivery. This ensures the product evolves to meet true user needs. Question 22. A project is structured to deliver value incrementally. After the first increment, the team gathers feedback from stakeholders, which suggests a significant pivot in the product's direction is needed to better meet market demands. What is the most adaptive response within the delivery performance domain? A. Insist on completing the original project plan, as it was already approved. B. Incorporate the feedback, re-evaluate the product roadmap, and adjust subsequent increments accordingly. C. Stop the project, as the initial vision is no longer valid. D. Focus solely on optimizing the delivery of the current planned features, ignoring the pivot. Answer: B. Incorporate the feedback, re-evaluate the product roadmap, and adjust subsequent increments accordingly. Explanation: the delivery performance domain, especially in adaptive environments, embraces change and continuous learning to ensure that the project delivers true value. Receiving significant feedback after an increment that suggests a strategic pivot is an opportunity to adjust the course. The most adaptive response is to incorporate this feedback, re-evaluate the product roadmap, and then adjust the plans for subsequent increments. This iterative approach allows the project to deliver a product that is highly responsive to evolving market demands, maximizing the value delivered. Question 23. A project team is developing a complex engineering design. They have identified several potential technical risks that, if they materialize, could severely delay the delivery of critical components. From a delivery performance perspective, what is the best proactive action? A. Wait for the risks to occur before addressing them to save resources. B. Document the risks and monitor them in the risk register. C. Develop contingency plans and explore risk response strategies to mitigate their impact on delivery. D. Delegate the risk management entirely to the engineering team. Answer: C. Develop contingency plans and explore risk response strategies to mitigate their impact on delivery. Explanation: the delivery performance domain encompasses ensuring the project's ability to deliver planned outcomes consistently, which includes proactively managing risks that could impede delivery. Identifying potential technical risks is important, but merely documenting and monitoring them is not enough. The best proactive action is to develop specific contingency plans and explore risk response strategies to mitigate the impact of these risks if they materialize. This preparedness helps prevent or reduce delays and ensures the project can maintain its delivery schedule even in the face of challenges. Question 24. A project manager is informed that key resources are being reassigned to another critical project, impacting the current project's ability to deliver on schedule. What is the most effective immediate action from the delivery performance domain perspective? A. Escalate the issue to senior management and request new resources. B. Revise the project schedule and communicate the new timeline to stakeholders. C. Negotiate with the other project manager to retain the resources for a limited time. D. Reevaluate the current scope and delivery strategy to identify opportunities for reprioritization or descoping. Answer: D. Reevaluate the current scope and delivery strategy to identify opportunities for reprioritization or descoping. Explanation: when key resources are unexpectedly reassigned, the project's delivery capacity is directly affected. The delivery performance domain calls for adaptive management to ensure the project can still deliver maximum value under changed circumstances. The most effective immediate action is to reevaluate the current scope and delivery strategy to determine what can still be realistically delivered with the remaining resources. This involves identifying opportunities to reprioritize features, descope less critical items, or adjust the delivery approach to fit the new reality, ensuring valuable outcomes are still produced. Question 25. A project is delivering a product to an external client. The client requests a series of minor aesthetic changes very late in the project, which do not affect functionality but require rework and will delay delivery. The project has a fixed deadline. What is the most balanced approach for the project manager from a delivery performance perspective? A. Refuse all changes, as they were requested too late. B. Implement all changes to ensure client satisfaction, even if it means missing the deadline significantly. C. Prioritize the changes based on their impact on user experience and effort, proposing to implement only the most critical ones or defer others to a post-delivery phase. D. Inform the client that any changes will incur substantial additional costs and negotiate for a new contract. Answer: C. Prioritize the changes based on their impact on user experience and effort, proposing to implement only the most critical ones or defer others to a post-delivery phase. Explanation: in the delivery performance domain, especially with external clients and fixed deadlines, balancing stakeholder satisfaction with delivery commitments is key. Late-stage aesthetic changes, while not functional, can still enhance value. The most balanced approach is to evaluate these changes, assess their impact on user experience, value, versus the effort required, cost/schedule. Then, propose implementing only the most critical or high-value changes before the fixed deadline, while deferring less critical ones to a post-delivery phase or future iteration. This approach demonstrates flexibility and commitment to value while protecting the project's delivery integrity.